Okay, so once again, if you are tuning in via Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or my podcast, I want to welcome you guys and wishing you a very, very happy Monday to you. It is March 8th, 2021, and my name is Cosmo. We're doing a daily vibration for today. Now, keeping in mind, whenever you click on this video, if the energy does not resonate, you do not need to take the message. But if the message resonates, it doesn't matter on the date. Energy is fluid, so you take what you need and you leave what you do not. All right, keep it in mind, my loves, okay? You are not just responsible for mastering your sun sign, aka, the month you were born. You're responsible for mastering all 12 aspects of the zodiac wheel. So all 12 zodiac signs are aspects of yourself that you need to master and discipline so you can rise above all of this energy. You are not to get oppressed or depressed by any of this energy. It's all about growth and elevation, okay? So today is March 8, 2021, my loves, and it is Monday. Monday is ruled by the moon, so already you have energetic energy in the atmosphere, my love, that is dealing with your emotions, okay? Now, I also want to say, if you were tuning in via the podcast, I'm having some problems uploading the podcast, so you guys may not necessarily get the daily vibration for the 8th on the podcast, because it's every time I click record, it keeps kicking me off, and I've been doing this for a few minutes now on the podcast area, so I apologize about that. I'm gonna see if I can bounce the audio from the video over, but I'm not sure. So if you guys do not find that you are able to find this particular episode on the podcast, that is why. It is some type of technical difficulties going on over there. So the question today is, my love, honestly, are you honest with yourself? Honesty, and are you honest with yourself? That is a question today. Just ask yourself that question today. Honesty, and are you honest with yourself, right? As we're moving throughout the day, you do need to know a few things, right? Today is the 3rd month of the calendar year, right? The 3rd month is March, right? Today is the 8th day of the year. The 8th day of the month. And then we're vibrating in 2021. So first of all, we have Monday, right? And you need to know that just energetically, what you need to know is Mondays is ruled by the moon, right? March is the 3rd month in the Gregorian calendar year. So we have the number that's representing you being able to tap into your thinking mind and tap into memory. Okay, so this is where your memory comes into play. The number 3 also is about you being able to create your own reality. So today you literally have the aspect of tapping into your ego and your intuitive aspect, and being able to balance those two so you can have the experiences that you want, which basically means growing up today may be key, especially if you need to be honest with yourself. Today, you may need to make some grown-up decisions, because the decisions that you need to make today may not necessarily line up with how you feel, okay? We also have the number 8 vibrating within the atmosphere today. You do need to know the beautiful thing about the number 8, it is the number that represents intuition and wisdom, okay? And this brings you to tap into your own individual focus as an independent person, right? This taps into your independence. This is also soul plane energy. And when we're dealing with soul plane energy, we're dealing with your spirit. We're dealing with you being able to tap into your higher self, okay? Now, I also want to let you guys know the number 2, we've talked about this also. The number 2 is the gateway to your intuitive aspect, right? So the number 2 is when you begin to understand that there is an intuitive aspect of you, okay? The number 8 is when you begin to apply that intuitive wisdom as you're moving throughout the day. So yeah, some of you are gonna have to be honest with yourself today, because the decisions that you're making today may not necessarily line up with how you feel, okay? So keep that in mind, all right? Now, you all know already that the year 2021 vibrates on the number 5, and we speak about that all the time. The number 5 brings in change, okay? So you're gonna have to pay attention to the change that's in the atmosphere today. I also want to say some of the things that you can pay attention to today as you are moving through the number 5 is the number 5 can also bring in like a sudden change, but the change can also be like very forceful or violent, okay? So you want to be mindful of that as you're moving throughout the day, right? The number 5 can also tap into competitive energy. This is why you want to make sure that you're definitely checking into your heart chakra, right? And number 5 also can tap into you being a visionary or following somebody else's vision today. Question once again is, are you being honest with yourself, because today you may need to make some decisions and some choices, right, that your feelings and emotions may not line up with, especially if you're being honest with yourself. Okay, the number 5 also rests on I want to say discord, or you can also find envy within this number. All right, so just pay attention to who you're dealing with and what's around you today as you're moving throughout the day. Okay, let me also say this. I want to just go back 1 second to the number 8. Okay, I want to go back 1 second to the number 8 so you guys can understand some of the things that's vibrating within the number 8. The number 8 actually taps into you being able to use your judgment, like literally have good judgment, okay, or tap into your good judgment. This energy also has to do with inner wisdom, but I also want to say self-reliance. Okay, being able to trust yourself and rely on yourself, utilizing that wisdom. Number 8 also brings in some stable energy. So today some of you may need to make those decisions because it's going to bring more of a stability aspect to this year for you. All right, now I want to say organized and decisiveness, as well as you being able to maintain control within the number 8 is going to be key for some of you today, which means you're not going to be able to pop off at the mouth today. Some of you're going to have to utilize that wisdom, honey, okay, today before you pop off with the mouth. Now I want you to know something, right? Moving throughout the day, you guys know, as you are moving throughout the day, the Monday vibrates on the number 9. Okay, number 9 is all about completion. Number 9 is where you begin to put the aspect of mind, body, and soul into action, right? So the aspect of your intuitive mind, the ego aspect of self, logical and spiritual, right? Bringing them into together and being able to take action. All right, so remember, number 3 is all about you remembering stuff or using your imagination, right? Or realizing you have an imagination to create. Number 9 is going to tell you, okay, now that you know you got this in imagination, what are we creating? Let's do something. Let's move with this energy, okay? So as you're moving throughout the number 9 today for Monday, you need to know some things vibrating on this number. Number 9 brings in the aspect of responsibility, or you're going to be taking responsibility today for your truth. Or you're going to take responsibility today for being honest with yourself. Tell yourself the truth today. Number 9 also deals with the vibration of karma. And you do know that I share with you, karma is just simply cause and effect, right? What cause are you producing in your life to produce the effect that you're gaining, that produce that effect, right? So keep that in mind as you're moving throughout the day. You're going to have to make some choices today and some decisions today, right? And being honest with yourself today, because being honest with yourself will let you know how you need to move and what decisions you need to make, although you may not be in the emotional state that's needed to make these decisions. So you're going to have to send a little girl to the room, send a little boy to the room, and make some big girls or some big boys, some grown-up decisions today, especially within your mental capacity and your emotional capacity vibrating throughout this number. The key is, are you going to use some wisdom, right? You know that the number 0 is in 2021. So throughout the year, you're vibrating on just innate spiritual aspect, right? That just spiritual aspect, the spirituality is in the atmosphere. And the spirituality atmosphere has been here like heavy from since 2020. So we're talking about going back to 2000 when we had all those triple zeros coming in, right? We're dealing with pure spiritual energy here. Swapping over from masculine energy being the dominated, moving energetic force here on this plane to the feminine energy that's coming in with the change right now. So once again, are you being honest with yourself? Okay, and if you're being honest with yourself, your decisions today should be based on that honesty and not in your feelings and not in your emotions. Okay, so keep that in mind today. Okay, so your message today from the cards is crown chakra. Come on, y'all. Divine and clear connection coming in from source. That's that number 8. Tap into that inner wisdom. All right, paying attention to make sure that you're not making choices and decisions because you're trapped in fear, and you're not in your emotions, and you're not doing things because you feel fearful or you're angry. Okay, making decisions today once you've sat down and honest with yourself about what you need to do and how you feel about it, and sending the little girl or the little boy to the room so the grown man, the grown woman can make those decisions. Okay, and for some of you, this decision has been a waiting game. All right, and for some of you, once you've made this decision, it may be the waiting game. Either which way, you won't have to make some decisions, and you will have to step out of your fear today. Okay, that's just what it is today, y'all. Okay, keeping in mind that the sun is in Pisces. Pay attention to those illusions, and it gives you an opportunity to use your imagination today. Not to mention, y'all, The moon is in Capricorn, so there's going to be order and structure and maybe organization that you want to tap into today. So that Capricorn energy is going to be more about routine, order, and structure today with that moon energy, okay, as well as the sun being in Pisces. Remember, you have to master yourself, okay? You have to save yourself. Ain't nobody coming here to save you, honey. You're going to have to master yourself, and you're going to have to save yourself, all right? So as you move throughout the day and you make your decisions, keeping in mind that all that you need dwells in you. All that you need dwells in you, okay? Out of darkness comes enlightenment, so don't be afraid to go into the dark and get your answers, okay? Do something kind for yourself. Love yourself, honor yourself, respect yourself, and I'm going to see you guys in tomorrow's daily vibration. Don't forget, okay, if you guys do not see the upload for the podcast, I am having some technical difficulties, okay? And so if you don't see today's vibration up, we should be up and running by tomorrow. I don't know what's going on. It keeps kicking me off, so I'm not quite sure what's going on. If you have not checked out the monthlies yet, do so. You can find the monthly tarot readings on my YouTube channel, the number 4, Your Inner Voice, okay? And I'm gonna see you guys in tomorrow's daily vibration. Have a wonderful day, guys. Bye.